Alright, make sure this is recording right. Okay, yep. So here's here's the playoff match from the Winter Cup, map 1. I wanted to look at this one because this is a game where I did a decent amount of damage, had a decent KD, but my damage efficiency was pretty poor. It's basically 1-to-1, which is kind of meh. And my med died 19 times, which I want to see if a lot of these are my fault or if they're, or if I just had a poor game. So there, I think I was a little, this is just bad movement. Right there, because I really kind of tunnel vision on the right side there, I feel like, which allowed, kind of separated me from my team, which that soldier probably got a pretty good bomb on him out there. Granted, one soldier's down, right? I just got with him, so it probably wasn't too bad. But yeah, that was really awkward movement, just really bad movement there, falling off for no reason. I think I also kind of ran up and got a little too aggressive too early before my team was really ready, which allowed which made me take a lot of damage early and kind of took me out of the fight for a large part of the mid. I think we're probably just pressuring for a sack here. And sort of fake dry push, get some space for a sack. It's like we kind of leveled prematurely, but that's fine. As long as I get this kill. They get really aggro on the demo though. Get that pick. I don't want to take the trade close here, based on our spawn time, so what I should have called to do was back up, take control of height, try to get some spam in as I enter, delay the trade, and then trade with better spawn times instead. They just stick the trade into us fast when we have bad spawn times, which means we just really can't stay in the fight post. So it's just a situation where we really needed to delay that trade, I think. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. I'm kind of beefing on him, but he does eventually have to use. So this should be even. We should step out here. We're down 3 now. Now we need to kind of back up a little bit. We're down 3. We can't really hold this. That's bad pathing by me. I kind of broke up from our med there. It's probably a large part of why I med died so many times this game. Probably just bad pathing choices by me, separating myself from my med. Looks like we have ad maybe. If I were just pressuring for the countersec now, looks like we do have ad. Dim was pretty far. I kind of beef on that soldier. That guy should have died. Oh, and it looks like 2 people got caught by the trap. I didn't see it or call it. So it might have been my bad there, I'm not sure. But yeah, I also really beefed on that soldier. That soldier needed to die there. I bet stayed in too long. Not sure if that was a miscom by me that we need to get out sooner, but yeah, we should have been. Knowing our Uber was really bad, we didn't get a whole lot, and we lost 2. We should have been out way sooner there. I should probably be on heavy here. I probably could have stalled the point a little bit longer if I was on heavy. We managed to live, which will help buy some time, but it's really not gonna do a whole lot. Actually, maybe it is. No, I mean, just not a whole lot we can do there. Either way, it probably wouldn't have mattered, to be honest. You could make an argument for Scout that Heavy wouldn't be able to reach the point in time when they have that much of an overwhelming presence, but either way, regardless of what we did, that round is pretty much a loss as far as I can tell. The right side, I like them not quite as aggressive. So yeah, that's actually a lot better timing. Oh, I got hit by some spam or something sticky. So kind of just bad dodging by me because it was going really well until I ate that sticky. We had really good control of that height, but then after I took that, I had to give up space and yeah, kind of had to turn around for that guy there, but needed to have better awareness that I was probably going to get ran out while holding height there, so that allowed them to clean up the kill on me. So should have just been a little bit more aware there, knowing that there's another soldier up. Then while I'm turning around for that guy, the other one could run at me, or one of the scouts could run at me. But the start of the mid was a lot better, I think. Wasn't quite as aggressive on height. Spotted somebody who was looking at me, ran at him, punished him, made him jump off. Then after I took that initial damage, it got a little bit worse, but before that, the other parts of the med were not too bad. I'm assuming someone's else already back with the med, because if no one is, I really should have gone back for him, but I think someone's gone back for him already, I think. Yeah, I can hear him building on the way. I'm gonna red this out here. One thing I do a little bit different now is right now I'm holding back here. Now I'd probably play more on the Spire, at least early on. They can still build from there, and so get out on time as long as you have an early spot. And that way if somebody jumps through choke, you can kind of punch them a little bit, slow down the push a little bit. A little bit of extra time. It's a little... You're playing on the edge, you're playing, you know... It's more of a risk, slightly, but if you play it right, it shouldn't actually be a risk. You're just playing more on the edge of the limits of what you can do. I learned that from a demo review that Patty did. I think it's Patty at one point. So that's a trick I've been trying to implement recently. I could have turned... Actually, that soldier took a long time to kill me. I could have looked up and maybe killed that guy. Yeah, same thing. Just need to be a little bit more efficient with dodging my spam while taking this early height. Maybe playing a little more toward the edge, jumping on and off. But I'm actually preserving my health relatively well this mid. This is a lot better. Getting some good chips on that demo, but I don't like that dropped off height for no reason there. If I was on height, might have been able to get better than 9 on that soldier, or mid might have been able to live there. But we kind of stayed in that corner for a little too long, I feel like. Didn't go too bad, but I would have liked to just get out of it a little bit faster, actually. Really nice pipe by our demo here. Which it doesn't really matter much. Yeah, that's the main issue with this game. I wasn't playing efficient with my heals. Our demo only got 20%. He kind of got cocked, wasn't able to do as much. Not sure how our med died there. Not much I can do about that. I'm on Ninja here. It's very risky for me to commit out of here, because if I die, that's really bad, of course. And 3. A really good start by the rest of my team. I probably needed to go to point a little bit sooner there, because I got built up by my teammates there, but probably should have got there a little bit faster. Nonetheless, I guess it worked out. I mean, it's hard to say what the optimal play is on some of these last, the crazy last holds. Since you're playing against, the odds are not in your favor most of the time, regardless of what you do. So we got 25 ad here, probably. So I don't want to preemptively call to take this IT. I want my team to be aware that that might be an option we take. To head IT here. With this small ad, we need to make sure we're hard building. Another thing we should be able to do is, peek choke when getting close to Uber, see if they give us space, see if we can milk off that. So now we've kind of peeked, we've seen that they're kind of far back. Gotta make sure we don't telegraph this. So, at least from what I saw there, it looked like we kind of had space to walk in there. So yeah, this is actually kind of bad. They spotted us, they're way back, so yeah. I think what the better play would have been is to see if we can just poke, choke, and drive right there. Dry and choke, use our small ad to threaten them out, rather than going for an IT push, which was pretty obviously badly spotted. We also kind of greed for this point a little bit too much. I really should have had at the very least our med should have been back, maybe have someone see if they can kind of hedge the bets, go for the cap, but our med definitely should have been out there at that. We got very lucky that, yeah, we should definitely be out here, we're down 2. Down a demo, didn't get the cap. But our med definitely should have been out there. Our med really should have been caught, it looked like, but got lucky they kind of fucked up the Uber. It's kind of risky to hold you. We're not really holding on height. Our med really shouldn't have been in that pit over there. Med should have been out or playing, playing closer to me. I don't know what that was. We should have been really posted up on height there. That wasn't... We probably maybe could have made her hold there. They had to leave one to... Actually, they didn't have to leave one to cap med, so maybe that was kind of sketchy. Either way, we could have at least soft-held maybe, then backed up, but it was a little bit sketchy, but they were down a demo, so I think we could have make an argument we could hold there. We're essentially down 1. Of course, being down a demo did make that kind of tough, but could have posted up on height, see if we got a pick and equaled it out. Nonetheless, I'm not sure why med was to the left there. That was kind of rough. Yeah, I really shouldn't have been building there. I thought this ad was smaller than it was. The demo gets 2 lucky picks with that trap there. And I don't like him just kind of running around low ground in the middle of their team. I really need to take a side, regroup, refight, take that fight as a team. Instead, I look like I'm just lost there. It's just kind of running around mindlessly through the middle of their team. Not really aware of where anything is, just kind of shooting what I happen to see. It just seemed like very lost to me. I felt like I could have played that fight better if I had really reset there, took a side with my team, played from there. That's something that in more recent games I've been doing a lot better lately. It's something that even until relatively recently I felt like I wasn't doing very well. We're down 2 soldiers, we can't hold this. Nothing we can do here but leave. Get a pick, but we're already out, have no position. Our demo lingers way too long there. So I'm on heavy here. Expecting to flood in, just trying to be a fat body first to help buy more time. Yeah, we actually managed to get 2 picks on people leaving, so good job by your soldiers there. So we can see if we can peek out here. We have a demo coming up. I would take a look here, just see what they have, see if they're giving up space. Nonetheless, we have ads, so maybe, I think the call here was maybe just to play the ad plate safer, but... Actually, we have disad. Oh, maybe that's why we did push out, we had disad. I thought we could just get the Uber. But yeah, they used a very bad Uber, we take it back into them. Maybe we could have just let them leave, they weren't really in that far. Unless the demo jumps back in. It looked like the demo maybe could have at least bought some time, kinda jumped over. I guess his idea was jump over us and get out that way. Our med. I should have told our med to bait there. Maybe I'd told him to walk through, but regardless, I really needed to check that a little bit sooner. Just check my back, maybe half a second sooner, and told my med to bait. Maybe he wouldn't have died to that. He's through. We were able to build it a little bit, so might be able to get on the south side. So we know we just gotta stall a little bit longer. And so we've got 2 picks as well. We can send bodies with a point to trade and block, and now we're gonna have ads. So this is a really good situation for us. Should be a little bit wary of the back cap. No one went 1. Now we see 2 in front though, so now we know it is safe. And, we have people rolling out, so I think holding here. Just trying to deny these 2 while we wait for our spawners. If we deny 1, it's not that great, but nonetheless, we can probably try to. It's a huge ad. This ad's actually maybe not that big, so maybe if we go faster, I think the way to catch in my team might not be too bad, and actually it is really good. Unfortunately, we just hesitated a second. I guess maybe it looked like us maybe waiting for the med might have been a second slow, or maybe this other person we wanted on the Uber hadn't was not ready, which means that we had to telegraph that, which means that what looked like it would have been a super fat Uber would have got the demo, and probably 1 more turns into a very meh Uber. We only catch 1, just gonna have to leapfrog. We get the cap, but not the worst Uber in the world, but not a great one either. There, and we have 80. Given how much space they have, we're probably not going to be able to trade this unless everyone lives here. They have all the position, so it's really risky to trade here. So I think holding last is fine here. We have a scout with a med, so this is fine. Go ahead, build the gun. I have no idea what just happened here. Looks like they totally shit the bed though. The med dropped, it looked like. Regardless, they kind of blew that, so this gives us a free push out of last, as well as big ad. It's gonna just unlucky getting hit by a straight pipe there. Already got 1. No, let's calling this normally. I would have said to peek choke here. We had 1 pick, kind of tough to push off of, but never bad. Well, I wouldn't say never bad, but usually not bad. At least take a peek and see where they're at. See if you can take space off that 1 pick. Here I go a little fast. I need to play it a little bit tighter to my med there, I think. Maybe my med was slow. Not sure what the call was there, but catch this guy. Not bad. Run down this med. That should be a free kill. Oh, I don't know what yeah, that might have been a bit of an overchase. Probably might have been one of those times where I should have just told my med to, given we knew that this one unaccounted for. Maybe you should just said, just let me chase this kill, I'll get the med, then our other scout can leave with our med, or maybe vice versa, tell him to just go for it. I think he probably could have cleaned that up by himself without me. And then I could have got out with a med and kept our ad. Also that pushing the mid a minute ago, I think the issue with that was our team was just really slow to take a side, treat it like a mid-fight rotate around. So we kind of just sat and choked way too long and let ourselves get picked off. Also kind of a microplay I didn't do well was, normally now what I would do is jump up on the rock immediately. That way if soldier bombs you choke, they go for the 4-set choke, or there's some hide or some bullshit like that. You already post up on height, so it's easy to get a good deny off. Which is what I didn't do that time, which I can't remember if we got punished for it, but definitely could have. Soldiers in, just gonna stalemate a little bit. Oh, it's the crits. Yeah, probably should have been aware of that, knowing that both meds died at roughly the same time. Especially since the med died a little bit earlier. A lot of people will, knowing they have that little bit of extra leeway, they'll come up crits. So we probably should have been aware that could have been a possibility. Maybe just spotted the beam a little bit earlier. Nonetheless, we actually managed to work out kind of well for us that 3 of them died there. They got one behind. We should just be aware for that. Someone's definitely got to go back for a mat here who took wards. You got 2 picks. Oh yeah, there's the guy behind. Yeah. Like I said, we knew that guy was behind. That's just bad awareness by me. I should have known that he was... Oh, I didn't keep a good mental tab on him. Here looks like we're kind of going for an all-in. I don't really like the all-in here. The med's pretty far out. Not really going to get anything here. Would have been better just set up on mid there, I think. Then we could have played for the forest. But actually we managed to get the cap here. Off the fact they backed up so far, and Taiga actually gets a really good, manages to salvage really hard to get 2 key picks. So I'm actually not sure how we don't win this round. This seems so good for us. Last is open. Oh, why do we go that door? Why do we go 1? Guess it's faster. But it's so easy to stuff by even a soldier. At the very least, stuff long enough to... Yeah, that's bad. I also just ate those pipes and Deimos goes crazy at the end there. I would have liked us to take lobby, because if they do manage to get their spawns, that sucks. Good try. That way, if they manage to get their spawns, we can still flood in, take a side. Don't have to worry about getting stuffed. If they stuff one door, then we can always just go the other door. And at the very least, even if we don't immediately win the round, we're still in last, rather than what happened there, where they're able to put enough pressure on the door we flooded through, that they were able to get 2 picks, which kind of killed our push. Shipping a little bit too much here. I should save shots in case they sometimes get a little too aggro. But yeah, that was a huge wasted opportunity. That really should have been around for us if we played that better. And even after we went 1 and lost a few, that was still winnable. So we just needed to take a side more aggressively. And I needed to not get destroyed by those pipes by Deimos. So let's see where we go here. So we might pressure for Al-Qaeda, help our sack a little bit. Looks like it's even. So they dropped choke, I should make sure I called those. Soldier bombing. I don't know why I didn't look up at him, that's really stupid. I don't know why I completely ignored him. One thing that I might like doing here is, we see the soldiers getting pretty aggressive here, maybe seeing if we could bring our other scout. See if we can bait the bomb a little bit more, maybe turn that into a pick. Pretty good cleanup by our scouts here. We should sack another one here immediately, they're really aggro. I think we should have sacked one immediately there. Actually, maybe they forced. Looks like we have ad, maybe. No, I think we're just pressuring, see if we can get another pick here, IT. Yeah, I would have liked Chris to sack a little bit more aggressively there. Or I guess not sacking was fine there because what we did is rotate IT. See if we can get another pick. Unfortunately, we didn't get another pick, but now we can send a double sack here. We really should send a double here. Also really desperate for ammo. Yeah, I should sack since I had no ammo anyway. Down one, but yeah, I think we should have doubled there. We only sent one. I would have really loved if we sent two there. We had a fresh pick. That's a free double sack opportunity. The two picks, yeah, another opportunity where instead more aggressive sacks, we could probably just dry fight off this. Walking Al Qaeda, which, yeah, that's what it looks like we're doing. Problem is I'm out of ammo. I really need ammo here. I don't know why I didn't pick any up. We can take a boomer trade. Yeah, this is too slow for a boomer trade. I really don't like how we did this. That's a very bad trade. Now I also have one ammo. That's not a good time to take a trade there. We really should not have used any of them there. We got in deep. We really could have just taken space and forced them with our superior positioning. Instead, I kind of committed too far. Used first instead of making them use first. Trading there would only be okay if we were able to do it super fast. So fast that the spawns are not going to be there in time. But that really wasn't the case, so... If you're going to trade there, really need to make sure that, really got to make sure that, we do it a lot faster than that. Otherwise, we need to just take space and make them use there. Because the trade we took right there played right into their hands. Gave them plenty of time to get their spawners, so... It's a very mad play by us. Still talking about that while other stuff's going on. 3-on-3, this is actually a good fight for us. Stay all through in front, play together. I'm overcommitted on this guy. I really should not have ran that far in. Would have been much safer for me to just play the mid-range here. And yeah, once again, I'm way overcommitted on this guy. I don't like how far I commit on that guy, since he has a scout with him. He hits something, then scout hits a good shot, then I'm dead basically. And then our med's left alone, so really risky for me to commit that deep. When I should have just kind of held back, played with my med, played the mid-range there. Would have gone a lot better for me. Also, really no reason to chase that kill. Really pointless kill to chase. No, and because I died there, don't really get to set up on 2. So now I have to give up 2 completely. And, hold last. So it looks like we're just gonna wait for the disad, hold. Yep, here it is. Probably should have put my sandwich a little bit further back. Oh, get the heavy 3k. Pretty good. But yeah, I should put my sandwich a little bit further back. Kind of micro nitpick. They also played that really badly. They fed 3 into the heavy. I'm not sure what the play was for that. Got 3 kills with that, and maybe I got a 4th. No one else killed the other guy. So, kind of whack. They're really far back. We should be able to take space, and we definitely should try, given the circumstance that we're down 2 rounds and need to tie this up in 5 minutes. So yeah, actually, pretty good dry push by us. Managed to take space. I don't like that I waddled on the ground the whole time, though. And yeah, because I'm waddling on the ground. They managed to get that. Nonetheless, get the cap, so it's actually not that bad. Oh, but they get really nice crits. Yeah, knowing the situation, probably should have been aware of that as well. Once again, especially since I had ran it earlier. But the main thing I didn't like about that push in is my positioning, that I kind of ran on the ground the whole way through. I really would have liked to see myself rotate through high ground in case one of those soldiers go for make a play there, just have better position so they can't refight. So yeah, kind of being a low ground Andy there. Not ideal. Which reminds me I need to schedule scrims today, but that's neither here nor there. We got a pick. 5-on-5. Given the circumstance, we have to dry this. 3:30 left. 5-on-5. It's more advantageous for us than it is for them, especially considering that we have to make something happen. We got 2 soldier picks. We should definitely walk in deep here. Really need to commit. I think we know they have crits. Really need a pick. I trade for the demo. That's probably an okay trade considering we know they have crits. It's not going to turn out too well. We're on crits as well, looks like, actually. 3-on-3. Get our meta pack. We should just refight this. Actually, no, we can't. Their spawns are way better than ours. I take that back. Actually, well, yeah, I don't know. Considering the circumstance, I think our scout taking the solo crits is fine. Unfortunately, it's really slow to kill the med, which means that our med's left alone. Could have been really good. Our med ship just left there, let our scout solo pursue that. We met with our team, then we could have played that ad. Maybe won the round, then had 2 minutes to win the next. Which would have, would have been possible for sure. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing, the way I take a lot of these fights, just playing really on the ground, meeting people on the ground, not playing position and height. Instead of making them, deal with the fact that I'm on height, I'm just kind of coming down to them, fighting people up close. Which is definitely a flaw I had around this time. 5 and 5, have to fight. They have a gun, which really sucks. Deadly Seed picks off Flip. And now, yeah, I'm just gonna pick our med. Got 2 picks. Now I have to dry fight immediately. We have no choice. Not bad, we get 2 picks. We should be able to walk in, take space. Need someone to shoot down the gun. I'm a little bit faster, I need to slow down a little bit. Get the gun, now I need to walk in 5. I have to take this push pretty fast, seconds are ticking away, and they actually have a crit to slow us down. Really no way to walk into that, and we have to get on the point immediately, 1 minute here. Yeah, we kinda hesitate. Feels very disjointed in this last mad dash to get these last couple rounds. Which, on one hand, yeah, we need to go fast, but I think if we compose ourselves a little bit better, our odds of winning this would have been a lot better. Instead, it just looks very disjointed and terrible. Now there's no way for us to win, so now it's just garbage time. And yeah, but that's basically GG for the first map. So, yeah, main thing, just the way I took a lot of these pushes, both in team fights and entering through different transitions. Just very poor decision making, take the high ground there is one of my biggest issues, I think, in this demo. As well as kind of not keeping track of a couple instances where there are threats that I just kind of lost track of. Which ended up getting our med killed, so not a terrible game by me. Definitely was a lot better than the other games I'd played the previous days, but obviously still not amazing by any means. Still tons and tons of room for improvement in that one. Yeah, that was a fun game to watch, so that's about it. See ya.